Every new day is another chance to change your life. Every new day is another chance to change your life. Very good morning, my dear students. My name is Kumar Gaurav. I welcome you all today. What a morning it is. I hope you all are quite well at your home and feeling well. You know, I have taught you yesterday about the kinds of pronoun. Today we are going to discuss the left part of that. That will be indefinite, relative and interrogative. So today we have to finish the pronoun, and after that we will move to the next chapter. So just start the topic. That will be, let's start indefinite pronoun. Today we will talk about the indefinite pronoun. It is called fifth. What is indefinite pronoun? I'm talking about what is indefinite pronoun. And indefinite pronoun, when we talk about what is indefinite pronoun, suppose indefinite means what? That is not limited. Indefinite means when the thing is unlimited, that is called indefinite. We can say that indefinite pronoun is used for the person or thing. It is used for the person or thing. We can say that whose number or we can say that identity is not limited, is not definite. We can say that it's not definite. So we can say that there are some words. We can show some words, suppose all, several, and many, few, little, one, none, and others, suppose etc. So all, several, many, few, little, one, none, others, these are the words focusing that indefinite pronoun. We can say that an indefinite pronoun refers to a person, a thing whose number or identity is not definite, that time it is called indefinite. We can say that all are ready to go. All are ready to go. How many? We don't know about that. All are ready to go. How many are ready to go? We don't know about that. That will be indefinite. It is not definite. So we can say that when the word is showing that the thing or the person are unlimited, or we can say that not definite, at that time the word will be called indefinite pronoun. So we can say that one knows all the thing. One knows all the thing. One, who? We don't know about who. One is not referring that the identity of the person. That is called indefinite. So in this way we can say that these are the words we can use about that. It is called indefinite pronoun. So with the help of this we can make more example of that. Suppose There is a little water in the bottle. But here is the little, it is not definite. Here is the water, that is noun. When we talk about this little, this time after this word here is noun, so we can't say that it is pronoun. It is the indefinite adjective, we can say that. Here indefinite adjective. So in this way we can more example with the help of your book or exercises. You can do all the things and you can make more example of this. I hope you are understanding very well, and you have to do all the work. First complete it. If there is any problem you can ask the question, and next point of this, just note down it. I hope you have done it. Now we are going to discuss about the next part of this. What is the next part? That will be relative pronoun. Do you know, student, what is relative pronoun? When we connect the sentence, when we connect two sentences with the help of one word, that will be called relative pronoun. This word, I mean that word will be called relative pronoun, which just connect the sentence, connect two sentences. Suppose I am saying that whom, that, which, whose, whom. So who, that, which, whose, whom. When we talk about this kind of words, suppose whom, I am talking about whom. When this word is just in the middle of the sentence, by connecting two sentences, will be called relative pronoun. Will be called relative pronoun. We can say that with the help of this, I know the boy whom is there. I know the boy who is there. Means we can say that this word is just connecting two sentences. One is here and second is here. So it is called relative pronoun. And when we talk about when there is living thing, when there is living thing, we can say that here will be whom. But when there is non-living, suppose I am saying that this is the pen that you gave me yesterday. This is the pen that you gave me yesterday. That, or you can say that which. These words are called relative pronoun whenever it connects two sentences, first and second here. It is called relative pronoun, and with the help of this you can make a lot of example, and with you can make more example with the help of your exercises and which, whose and whom. Just note down. I am just telling you more example of this whose and whom, how you can make it. Just note down about it. I hope you have done it and you have to make more example of this. Just note down. I am talking about whose are home. First I am talking about whom. I have a dog. I am talking about I have a dog whom I love very much. Whom. I have a dog whom I love very much. Here we can say that I am talking about this living thing. I have a dog whom I love very much. Means when we talk about to connect two sentences, this kind of sentences we have to use here whom. It will be called relative pronoun. When these kind of interrogative words will be in the middle of the sentence and connecting two sentences is called relative pronoun. We can say that whose I am talking about. So to use the whose we have to make noun plus whose plus noun. How we have to make? Look at this. These are the boys whose parent is died. Look at this. These are the boys. I am talking about boys whose parent is died. We can say that, not died. I am talking about beggar. Okay. These are the boys whose parent is beggar. In this way you can make it whose. It is called relative pronoun. I hope you are understanding it and things are clear to you. Okay, just note down it and you have to make more example with the help of your exercises. Just note down it. I hope you have done it. So let's move to the last part of pronoun. That will be interrogative. What is that? Interrogative pronoun. It will be 7. Now we are here interrogative pronoun, that will be last part of the pronoun and we have to discuss it and then we will finish today. First, when we talk about interrogative pronoun, what is interrogative pronoun? As I taught you, interrogative sentence, just related to that, when interrogative words means question words, suppose what, whom, why, how, when, whose, whom, etc. These are the question words. When these are the words is used to These are the words used to ask the question, ask about the question, that is called interrogative pronoun. We can say that a pronoun used for asking a question is called interrogative pronoun. Okay, you can make more example. First note down a pronoun used to ask which used to ask the question is called interrogative pronoun. So we have to understand what, whom, why, how and when, whose, whom. How we have to use that. Whenever you want to ask any question, you always obviously use that this kind of interrogative words. Question word, we can say that. I am saying that what is your name? What is your name? So what, this word is focusing a question and just forming a question. It is called interrogative pronoun. Now I am talking about when. Suppose when do you study? When do you study? This one when is just showing the question and you have to just make the response of this. This is called interrogative pronoun. So with the help of question words we can make a lot of question. That question will be, if there is no any noun after this question word, that time it is called interrogative pronoun. I hope students you have done it and we have already finished about it. What is pronoun and kinds of pronoun we have already discussed in details. So I hope you have understood very well and you have to finish all the exercises related to it. Whenever you are just trying to make any example or any exercising you are doing that and you are feeling difficulties to do that, just ask the question. I will really reply you and surely I will just find out your problem and then solve your problem. Okay, I hope you are good at home as well as you have understood very well about it. So today I am going to finish this class and tomorrow we will discuss the next chapter of this. You have to study about it and then is there any problem you can ask any question, just note down it, finish it today. With the help of what, who, why, how, when, whose and whom, you can make a lot of question as well as you can take a more question words. Okay. Pronoun which used to ask the question, I am repeating it again, a pronoun which is used to ask the question is called interrogative pronoun. In this way you can make more example of this. I hope you have done it and I am going to end this class today. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Enjoy yourself.